We're going to go ahead and get started with this lamp. Right here we have purple power and some brake parts cleaner. We've got the pistons, paper towels, gloves, drill bits, and then the lamp kit. This lamp kit I got on Amazon. It was fairly cheap, about $20 for a kit of 2. Okay, we got it slightly cleaned up a little bit. We're just going to keep at it, keep cleaning it, and keep trying to make it look as good as we can. Okay, so all right, so we're starting to get it cleaned up here a little bit. It's taking a little more time than I'd like with the tools that I have. Really what I would like to be able to do is get this pin out of here and take this apart, but I don't have a press to press that pin out. I did try to hammer it out a little bit and using a socket and a hammer, and I just didn't feel comfortable. I was putting a little more pressure on it than I would have liked, and I didn't really want to break the piston. So we're taking the extra time to try and just get all this grease out that is baked on inside of there, get it as clean as we possibly can. And after we get done with that, I think the idea is right here where these oiling holes are, I'll probably throw some welds down inside of there, and that will hold the rod in the position that I'd like it to be in. We'll drill a hole here in the top, run our wire down, and we'll probably just drape it over the side here. Really what I'd like to do is have one hole welded, and then this other hole here, it'd be nice to drill down and run that wire through right there, so it's nice and hidden down in there. But we're going to keep cleaning this up and just try to get as far as we can with it. So we got it cleaned up. It's cleaned up pretty good. Outside, it's looking decent. We're gonna go ahead and we'll probably put a pad on the bottom of that so as it slides around, it's not scratching any furniture. There is still some grease baked on down in there that I had a hard time getting. I'll probably work at that a little bit later, but I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Right now, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is take this 5/16 titanium drill bit, and we're going to center it here on top of the cap, and we will be drilling a hole through it so we can put our lamp post stud down through there. Okay, we've got our hole drilled here. We started out with 5/16 and we bumped it up to a 3/8. Our stud can now go into this hole, and once we get it all assembled, we'll be able to put our lamp fixture right on top of here. So we're going to go ahead and get welding on this. The welder we're using here is just a cheap little auto arc from your local home and farm store. It's nothing crazy here, but we're just going to go ahead and pop a weld down right in there, line this up, and we'll be good. I think that'll work right there. All right, a nice little weld there. We'll clean that up and should be good to move forward. Okay, we got our weld in there. We'll clean that up a little more later, but got our weld in there. Next step is we're going to drill a hole here. On this side, we're going to drill a hole right down in there. And the reason that we're going to drill a hole there is so that way we can run this wire up through there, have it nice, clean, and tucked away. So we'll go ahead and get to work. So we've got our wire ran up through the piston, coming right up into the rod right behind here. So the next step is feed a little extra of that wire through. Now we want to test fit everything. Okay, there you have it. We have our lamp assembled. We're probably going to do a little more cleaning before our final presentation, but this is what it will look like when it's fully done. Right now we just got it tested. What we'll probably do is I'm going to leave this long just like it is. I was contemplating cutting it down to size, but either way you're going to have a wire or that tube showing there. So I think it looks nicer with that on it anyways, as opposed to the wire. Then we've got the wire coming down, travels along the rod down into the piston, and then we drilled a small hole on the back side and it comes right through there. So there is your finished product. Okay, gonna give you guys an update of where we're at with this thing. So we got this hole here. Let's see if that focuses. We got this hole right here that we filled with epoxy. We also lined right around there with some epoxy. We welded this hole and we were just testing it out. Didn't really like how this turned out, but overall I think we'll just leave it. What we may end up doing, I keep saying we, I don't know why I'm saying we. What I might end up doing is just getting like a little piece of leather and cutting that out to lay down over that, make a nice little pad right there. Same thing over here, but we did fill those with epoxy. They're dry, and then cleaned it up overall, got it nice and polished, clean. Do a little bit more, but we're gonna go ahead and clear coat this thing and get it all set up for you guys. Take this over. We got our clear coat. We've got it wax and grease removed. We're gonna come over here, hang it up so we can paint it. I think what we'll do is we'll just hang it right here on the shelf and get it painted from there. Okay, we're gonna let this dry up for a little bit, and just while we're waiting on that, we'll clean our mess up. Okay, we got this thing clear coated. It's all ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and start assembling the lamp. We have the lamp all assembled. Got the bulb in, got the wire ran out the back. Now all we need to do is add the shade. Now this isn't the shade we're gonna keep on there. Our shade hasn't made it in yet, so we're just gonna use this shade to test it. See how we like it. Plug it in.